Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your June 2020 Tarot Scope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the month ahead has in store for you, Saggies. What is taking place with your actions and interactions with the world at large? What are you doing this month? And this month you get the Empress, right? So you are all about the beauty, the harmony, and you are also all about the finer things in life. June is a month where you really are seeking the best experience that you can have. This isn't just about money and abundance, you know, it's certainly about those things, and you could find that you're getting really proactive about making more money or finances this month, but it's really about you getting the most out of life. This is about you making yourself comfortable in any way, shape, or form. This is about you tapping into the beauty or the generative power of life, and it's about you really enjoying the sensual world. This is going to see you really paying attention to what you're eating, what you're drinking, you know, making sure that you're getting the most out of everything that you do and having the best of everything that you can have. This is about you really kind of taking life by the handle and saying, you know what, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it well, I'm going to do it great. This is about getting the most out of yourself and also out of life. This is a great month for you as well, because it means that your actions are aligned with what your core values are. This is about you really delving into what is going to make me happy. What does comfort look like to me? You know, what do I want to eat? What do I want to touch? What do I want to taste? What do I want to smell? This is going to see you really paying attention to that this month. And, you know, because it is in your actions and your interactions with the world at large, this is about you really looking to interact with your environment. Maybe this is you asking yourself as well, does the place that I'm in now, does it really support the kind of life that I want? Does it really put me in, does it really align me with the way that I truly feel, you know, the way that I truly want to express and experience life? For your money and materials, you have the Hermit card, right? So whatever it is you're working on when it comes to the money and materials, you are doing it behind the scenes. This is the week where you're keeping all of your financial moves, the month, where you're keeping all of your financial moves very hush-hush. This could be about you doing the planning, maybe putting the practical, maybe putting the practical framework together. This could be a month where you're doing a lot of research as well. This could be a month where you are, you know, if you're wanting to go for a loan, if you're wanting to buy a house, if you're wanting to start a business, this could be the month where you're saying to yourself, right, what are the resources that I'm going to need? Where can I get those resources? What does my credit rating look like? What can I do to improve said credit rating? All of that sort of stuff could be stuff that you're taking care of over the course of this month. This is about you doing the legwork, you know, all of the nitty gritty, doing the research, doing the numbers, doing the sums, reaching out to people that are actually going to be able to help you. Look at this as well. You've got two major cards out here for your actions and for your money and materials. Now, when it comes to your home and environment, it looks like you are very much still sort of maybe sticking to your bubble, so not necessarily opening things up yet at the moment. When it comes to your personal health, this could be you paying attention to the foods that you eat and the way that they show up in your body. So let's look at this, right? So the Empress would be the foods and whatnot that you're eating. The Hermit card would be your digestive system. So how is it that your diet, you know, your daily intake, or, you know, how do those things affect you on a physical level? You know, I know for me personally, if I eat too much dairy or too much spicy stuff, I start to get a rash, you know, or not like a rash, but I start to itch. So I have to always have like antihistamines around, and I can't have too many of those things, which is a problem for me because I absolutely freaking love them. So I like spicy stuff, I like I like dairy, but they don't seem to agree with my skin, so that's something that I need to pay attention to. This could be over the course of this month. You could become really not sensitive to foods, but you could become very aware of what type of foods do certain things for you. Like, I know if I want to dream or I want to see specific things, I will not eat for quite a while before I go to bed, or I will make sure that I haven't been drinking, things like that. So you could be really sensitive to your body's needs and wants for the things that you want out of it this month, which is not necessarily a bad thing at all. For your communications and conversations, you have the Emperor card. I mean, look at this. You've got all major cards so far. This is going to be a powerful month for you. This could be a month where you are having fated meetings as well. So look at this. When it comes to your health, some of you might be seeing a doctor or a specialist this month. It's definitely a possibility. Maybe you have some chronic health issue that you've had, when it comes to something, it could be something to do with your digestive system, or maybe something to do with your it's probably going to be something to do with your digestive system, or possibly even a thyroid problem. Now, I'm not a doctor, I can't give you medical advice, but when certain cards show up, you know what you're looking at in the physical body. So this could be coming up for some of you. It looks like you're speaking to somebody who has a lot of knowledge, or somebody that is a specialist. This could be a doctor, it could be a surgeon, it could be somebody in the medical professional for sure. I mean, when it comes to the Hermit card, this could also, for some of you, this could be about you speaking to a mortgage advisor. Maybe you're speaking to a financial advisor, or maybe you're speaking to a business coach, or just a coach in general. Your communications look blessed this month, because it kind of looks like you're speaking very directly, very clearly, and it looks like you're connecting with the right people. So if you were going for a loan, this is not like you're dealing with the usual service advisor. This is going right to the boss. Go and speak to the manager. This month you want to cut out the middleman. So whenever it comes to knowledge, information that you need about a business, about your health, anything like that, this is not, cut out the middleman. Whoever the person in between, you and the knowledge is that you seek, cut them out. Go straight to the source. So go to the manager, go to the specialist, all of those sorts of people is where you need to focus your attention this month. If none of those things speak to you and you don't have any of that going on, this could quite frankly just be you connecting with somebody that is really powerful, or somebody that is very learned, or somebody that is very well respected. For your heart and half, you have the Page of Pentacles. So a lot of you, it does look like there's some sort of business idea coming on. Now, interestingly enough, if you do have a business idea and you are seeking knowledge and information, it looks like that knowledge and information about how to do what it is that you want to do, or certainly how to present it to the world, that information is likely to come from somebody that you know. You're probably going to want to speak to, if you've got a friend whose sister works at a bank, or maybe your brother's wife is a doctor, or do you know what I mean? Like anything like that. The knowledge and the information that you need from outside sources, or from people that know their stuff, the chances are you know this person at least indirectly. For those of you that are single, your Page of Pentacles says that in the process of your work, or certainly putting the feelers out for your work, or maybe in the process of one of your hobbies, you are very likely to find that person that's going to be, of interest to you, or vice versa. For those of you that are partnered, it looks like you guys are thinking about ways that you can really re-establish or reconnect your relationship in some way. It looks like you're kind of almost like trying to breathe new life into it, and it's very much on a practical, physical, tangible sort of level. There's a lot of earth energy that comes up for you this month, Saggies. So it's like everything that you're doing is very practical in nature. It's very much to do with the real slash material sort of world. So yeah, interesting. Let's check out your weeks of the month and see what comes up for you. For your... I don't throw them all over the place. For your first week of the month, you have the Hermit card. So you've got a double hit of that Hermit card energy, right? So this is definitely a month where a lot of your ideas, a lot of your moves are being made behind the scenes. This is not necessarily a big overt month for you. Remember, we've got the nodes switching to Gemini and Sagittarius, so you will be feeling this, and there'll be a lot bubbling underneath the surface. This is just about you you're just doing the work at the moment. You're just starting to formulate those ideas or those plans. You're just starting to put things together in ways that are going to start to become relevant for you going forward. This first week of the month, though, again, very much behind the scenes, with your Empress card there as well. This could be a month where a lot of you are kind of starting to maybe build up a little financial pot. This first week of the month could see you saying, right, okay, you know what? I know eventually I'm going to want to do this and I'm going to need money or resources for it. Maybe you're opening up a separate account that nobody knows about. Maybe you're starting to store items, for the business or for the idea that you have. It's definitely a possibility. For the second week, you have the Hanged Man. So whatever you are working on financially, when it comes to business, when it comes to your personal physical health as well, it looks like whatever it is that's going on with the health, it does feel like it's the endocrine system, or endocrine. It does look like it's the endocrine system that you're going to want to be paying attention to. Again, I'm not a doctor, I can't give you medical advice, but if I'm telling you this energy and something comes up where you feel more tired than usual, or something feels off or out of whack, ask your doctor / specialist or whatever, or whoever, to look at your endocrine system, because that's very likely to be where it's coming from. On a financial level, this is just about you doing the work. Now, I do have to say this because you've got the Hanged Man here. This is a month for you to get creative about ways to make money. It's not a month for you to spend out. This is not a month where you want to be making big purchases, spending large amounts of money, or purchasing things that you might have some sort of buyer's remorse over at a later date. For your third week of the month, you have the World card. So I do believe we're going to be seeing something happen on the wider world stage over the course of June. Maybe this is a return to some sort of normalcy, definitely a possibility. With your World card underneath the Emperor, this is very likely to be an older male, somebody that is older, somebody that's very well established. It usually as well, because it's your communications, right? So this could see you speaking to somebody that is very well respected in their field, and it may very well be that this is someone that you're connecting with for the knowledge, information and expertise that they have. Remember, this month is going to be a lot about research for you guys, so it stands to reason. On the wider world stage, I do see this as well. This is going to be something to do with either the education system or something to do with a military move. We're going to see this play out over the wider world stage. It will be something that's broadcasted out. I'm intrigued to see where it will come from. I really am. So with that said, let's get into your fourth week of the month. You have the Strength card. This is really nice. For those of you that are single, it looks like you are meeting somebody, or there's a potential to meet somebody doing something that you really love. It's very likely going to be one of your hobbies. Maybe it's one of your not necessarily something that you're studying. It's more going to be something that may be physical in nature. Maybe this is your sport. Maybe you go running. Maybe maybe your gym close to you finally opens back up and you go there and you bump into that that person that's always giving you the eye but you've never really spoken to. If anything, I think the lockdowns made everyone a lot braver, which is not necessarily a bad thing. For those of you that are partnered, this just looks really nice. I really feel like there's this recommitment. There's this idea of, let's reconnect. Let's really go. Let's take this connection, whatever it might be, let's take it to the next level or take it in a different direction, which is really, really nice. And then finally, for your key to the month, what do you need to know? You've got the Death card, right? So sometimes things happen behind the scenes, and sometimes it's the most growth usually happens underneath the ground. With your Death card, you are being asked this month to get to the bottom of something, or get to the innate understanding of what the nitty-gritty is. Now, you've got the Death card, you've got the World card, and you've got the Emperor. I do believe we are going to see possibly an elderly figure that we love, that we care about, that, you know, that is known the world over. I feel like we may see one of those transition out of the mortal realm. So with that said, not the most enlightened message, not the lightest message, should I say, not necessarily the most enlightened. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.